Hello everyone, welcome to BHADRAIASACADEMY. In this class today we are going to focus on the Assam economy part. Okay, so today we will be talking about the Assam economy and I am going to basically discuss about the population as one aspect of Assam economy. Because if you look at the prelims ka questions in the earlier years, we had questions on literacy rate, population ka growth rate, different aspects. I'll show you some of the questions which had come in the APSC earlier exams. Now when we talk about Assam economy, so if you look at it here, Assam basically shares borders with, if you call the Indian states, there are 7 Indian states जिसके साथ Assam का border है. This is the very basic information, इसमें कुछ नया बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. लेकिन जब हम international border की बात करते हैं, Assam basically shares international borders with 2 countries. One is Bhutan, other one is Bangladesh. इस context में हमें थोड़ा याद रखना चाहिए, Assam में when we talk about Act East policy, when we are talking about having a trade with neighboring countries, so there are 2 immediate neighboring countries of Assam. एक होता है Bhutan and दूसरा होता है Bangladesh. मतलब ये दोनों international trade का हमारा Assam का एक possibility होता है. Okay, so now that is the basic introduction about the Assam ka area. Now coming to population, which is our focus of today's exam preparation point of view. Today we look at the population ka basic criteria using the census data which is available, plus currently the projection also I will add here. So if you look at the population of Assam, this is a known fact that census 2011 whatever data हमारे पास अभी available है, if you look at that data, the population of Assam, it was about 2.6% of the Indian population in 2011. But if we look at the land area of Assam, how much of India ka total land area we have in Assam, it is only 2.4%. मतलब क्या है, इंडिया का जो लैंड एरिया है उसका असम का शेयर कितना है, वी हैव 2.4%. बट लेकिन इंडिया का जो पॉपुलेशन है उसका कितना शेयर असम में थे इन 2011, इट वाज 2.6%. इट शोज दैट वी हैव मोर पॉपुलेशन देन द लैंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज. ओके, सो दैट इज लाइक वन इश्यू why we talk about the population being high. Now if you look at the census 2011, what is the total population of Assam? You will find that Assam ka population was 312 lakh. Now currently, though we don't have a census data, what is the current population? How much is the projected current population? It is somewhere between 3.5 crore or what we can say 350 lakh to we can say 360 lakh. This is the range in which now population is projected. Roughly we can say we had 3.1 crore, that means 3 crore 12 lakhs. Now it could be somewhere between 3.5 crore to 3.6 crore. That is the general projection that you find it if you search for the Assam ka population at present. Okay, so that is the projected population. Now APSC का एग्जाम में पहले एक बार सवाल आया था, what is the decadal growth during the period of 2001 to 11? मतलब क्या है, 2001 से 2011 तक असम का जो पॉपुलेशन का जो ग्रोथ है, what is its percentage growth, that is the growth rate. So if you look at it, the percentage growth rate in Assam was 17.07, which is almost same like the national average of 17.6. So this is not much difference. Okay, so the population growth of Assam was almost same like the population growth of India. So that is the basic statistics we find there. The next point that we want to understand for prelims is this one. जब हम असम की पॉपुलेशन की बात करते हैं, so what type of population we have more in Assam? Do we have a urban population? Yeah, do we have rural population? So if you look at the Assam ka population statistical data that we have, 86% of the population of Assam basically lives in what we call rural area, and only about 14% of the population lives in what we can say urban area. So one thing that we have to keep in mind when we talk about Assam economy, therefore, the population of Assam is basically what we can say is a urban area ka population is only 14, whereas a rural area is the dominant population with 86% population. So we can say Assam economy is also mostly a rural economy. Why? Most of the people are engaged in agriculture, that is mostly taking place in the rural area. So Assam economy is also rural economy, it is also agrarian economy, also because the population, most of the population lives in rural area. Clear now? So that is one basic thing. But if you look at it, Assam ka rural population is greater than the national average. What is the national average? National average as given is only 69%. Whereas in Assam, we have about 86% of our population living in rural area. So that is one aspect of concern, that Assam actually economy needs to move slowly into, from rural economy we have to transform ourselves into urban economy. तो ये जो ऐसा परसेंटेज का जो पॉइंट्स है, प्रीलिम्स का एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू में आपको ये क्वेश्चन आने का ये सब पॉसिबिलिटी होता है. स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन में दे विल जस्ट गिव यू स्टेटमेंट्स एंड आस्क व्हिच ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट और रॉन्ग. नाउ इफ यू लुक एट द डेटा व्हिच इज अवेलेबल, आपको यही सेम इंफॉर्मेशन डेटा आपको मिलेगा व्हाट एवर वी हैव डिस्कस्ड नाउ. So if you look at it here, as per the census 2011 population, whatever we have given, 86% of our population, right, which is living in rural area, which is higher than all India average of 69%. So this is really a matter of concern for our state and also for our economy. Clear now? So Assam government का recent budget में when they talked about the Assam Finance FRBM Act, also they mentioned similar statistics. So there isn't not much update on this population का statistics. More or less we have the same statistics available for population. So now let's look at the population trend and population growth. So when we talk about Assam economy, Assam's population, how do you look at the growth of Assam population? So if you look at it here, in 1901, Assam ka population was about 33 lakhs. Now till we can say 1951, it still remained about 80 lakhs. So not much increase. From 33 lakh, it became only 80 lakh. But if you see, after 1951 now till 2011, population ka growth has increased quite a bit. From 80 lakh now it has gone to 312 lakh. That means what? It is almost threefold. 80 to 312, it is multiplied by 3. Yeah, even more than that, right? So the multiple effect of 3 times comes here already. So now what is the point? The point is Assam population कब से ज़्यादा होने लगा? Basically the point we are trying to say is after 1951, specifically here 1960, Assam ka population begins to increase almost at a very high speed. Maybe because of migration or maybe because of natural growth rate. Both are possible. लेकिन असम का पॉपुलेशन के डिस्कशन में एक चीज हमें थोड़ा याद रखना पड़ेगा, दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. सो व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन? इट सिंपली शोज इफ यू हैव 1 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, उस एरिया में मतलब उस 1 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर में कितने लोग रहते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल population ka density measurement, right? So if you look at it here, very interesting thing, till here that means till 1961 we are trying to say. If you see, Assam ka density only 42, India 77, Assam is 49, India 82. That means what? India ka population density was greater than Assam ka population density till we are saying 1961. Lekin after that what happens? If you see here, Assam overtakes India. So here we have a 286, 267, 340, 325, 398, India 368. That means what? The population density, that means the number of people living in a small square kilometer of Assam is greater than the number of people living in the same area in India. So if you say India is overpopulated, yeah, density is very high, then we have to understand Assam may we have population density even higher level. So therefore our government of Assam also thinks that we have more population, right? So these concepts are therefore very necessary. On what basis do you say that no, there is a problem of overpopulation? So these are some of the indicators, like population density is one of the indicators. Now coming to some basic information data which is available, though it is 2022 here but there is no other update. These are published by the sample survey by the Registrar of Population, Government of India, but in the last 1 year or 1.5 years there is no update of this. Only this is the update what we find there. So if you look at it here, what is the birth rate and death rate? These are the basic features of any population. So the comparison is given between India and Assam. In 2020, India's birth rate was 19.5, Assam was 20.8. Death rate 6, Assam 6.2. Natural growth rate, India 13.5, whereas Assam you see it is 14.5. So we have a little natural growth of population. Therefore our population growth not only because of migration, it is also somewhat relevant connected to the natural growth of population. Then IMR, we have 36 in Assam. IMR is the infant mortality, we will discuss now. Then MMR is 195 in Assam. Now these two are very important. ये एग्जाम में, प्रीलिम्स में, इवन मेंस में इसके बारे में पूछते हैं, IMR and MMR. So what is IMR? The infant mortality rate. So if you look at it, जब हमें किसी देश का हेल्थ को इवेल्युएट करना है, normally we look at the IMR, MMR, life expectancy, malnutrition, etc. So now if you look at it here, what is infant mortality rate? How do you measure the infant mortality rate? Generally we say infant mortality rate refers to, ये क्या होता है? अगर समझ लीजिए 1000 छोटे बच्चे का जन्म होता है, उस 1000 लाइव बर्थ में, जन्म में कितने बच्चे 1 साल के पहले मर जाते हैं? दैट इज बेसिकली उसको क्या बोलते हैं? इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी. मतलब क्या है? अगर एक बच्चा का जन्म होता है, उस बच्चा 1 साल तक जीता या नहीं जीत रहा है, दैट इज द बेसिक थिंग. That is what we call infant mortality. So if you look at it, basically we look at the number of death of what we call infants, therefore 1 year of age. Okay, that means we calculate them for 1000 live births. मतलब क्या है? If 1000 children are born, how many die before the age of 1? That is the basic estimate of infant mortality. So if you look at it here, infant mortality rate of India, that is only 28. India ka infant mortality is only 28, whereas in Assam we have 36. That means we have a higher infant mortality rate in Assam. Okay, so therefore this is a concern. The next one is the maternal mortality. Okay, Now, what is the maternal mortality? It is the number of women who give birth and who in the process die. So, how do we estimate maternal mortality? We estimate maternal mortality technically. Women who die during pregnancy, या during the delivery, या because of any delivery का complication after delivery, if the woman dies, these three causes are considered to be maternal death. Okay, so if you look at the technical point, what is the maternal death? It is basically, we say, the number of female deaths for 1 lakh live birth. मतलब क्या है? If 1 lakh children are born, so during that pregnancy या delivery या post delivery complication, उसी में how many women die? That estimate is what we call maternal mortality ratio. Clear? So now this maternal mortality MMR is very important for Assam point of view. Why? India में MMR सबसे ज़्यादा है हमारा स्टेट में, असम में. You know, we have highest MMR in India. So if you look at the data here, the national average of India is only 97, whereas MMR of Assam is 195. That means we have a very much higher than the national average. Okay, and other states have much less than Assam. So we are having also the highest number. इसलिए असम गवर्नमेंट का बहुत सारा स्कीम्स है. वी विल डिस्कस द स्कीम्स लेटर ऑन. ओके, तो उसमें आपको पता चलेगा ये अलग अलग स्कीम का फोकस क्या है, क्यों ये सब स्कीम लाया है. सो वी हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्कीम इवन टू डील विद दिस प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एमएमआर. सो इफ यू लुक एट असम कंपैरिजन विथ इंडिया, Assam is given in blue color, India is given in red color. So if you see, the blue is higher than the red one. So what does it show? MMR, हमारा स्टेट का जो MMR है, it is been going down. That means what? We have a declining trend. मतलब MMR of Assam is consistently falling. हमने कंट्रोल किया है. फिर भी क्या प्रॉब्लम है? If you look at India, this much is the distance. We are higher than India. You know, that is the concern. So MMR of India is controlled much less. It is just 97. MMR of Assam is very high. It is 195. So this is where the MMR, you know, it's a matter of concern for healthcare indicator of Assam. तो असम गवर्नमेंट का अलग अलग स्कीम चल रहा है एमएमआर को और कंट्रोल करने के लिए. ओके, सो इफ यू लुक एट द एमएमआर ऑफ इंडिया, इट हैज कम डाउन टू 97, whereas still Assam it is 195. That means rather high. Okay, the next indicator when we talk about population is what we call the standard of living of the people is also estimated by how long you live. So what is the life expectancy at birth? It basically shows अगर कोई बच्चा एक देश में या कई स्टेट में उसका जन्म होता है, कितना साल के लिए वो बच्चा उस एरिया में सर्वाइव करेगा. No, that is the point. So life expectancy basically shows the number of years a person is expected to live if he is born in a particular country. So now if you look at comparison between Assam and India, the life expectancy of India is 69.4. 69.4 years. If you take the same life expectancy of Assam, it is 66.9. So round figure, if you say 67, India is 69.4. That means just about 2 years and 4 months we have some difference between Assam's life expectancy and India ka life expectancy. Clear? So life expectancy of Assam is also lower than the life expectancy of India. That is another issue. Also, if you look at the male and the female, normally the female life expectancy is more. Even India, you see, female life expectancy will always be more than the male. Okay, That's a very general trend. So exam point of view, we have to know these basic statistics about our state. Okay, the urban population, the life expectancy, IMR, MMR, okay, then the rural urban population ka divide. Okay, now if you look at the latest human development report जो publish किया है, they have also given the life expectancy for India. There they have given very low, but current affair point of view, this also can be asked, though it is not Assam, it is for India. Okay, since we are listing life expectancy, I thought I will just share this information. The next important area that we have to discuss, that is what we call sex ratio. Now what is sex ratio? Sex ratio basically shows if there are 1000 boys in a society, how many girls are there in that society. That means 1000 boys, do you have 1000 girls? That is the question. If there are 1000 boys and there are 1000 girls, then it is equal. But generally what happens in India, girls are less than the boys. Matlab there are fewer girls, there are more boys. Okay, so that is creating a problem for balance in society. So the normal estimate of sex ratio, इसमें हम क्या देखते हैं, अगर 1000 boys या men होते हैं, how many females या girls are there in society, ये जो estimate है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, sex ratio. So if you look at the sex ratio of Assam, what is the sex ratio in Assam? We have a 958 girls for 1000 boys. It is an improvement from the earlier 935. So from 935, now we have improved it. We have come up to 958. That is the current sex ratio we have in Assam. So if you look at the trend of sex ratio, Assam economy का एक important discussion में, if you see here, 1991 में we have 923, 2001 935. That means what? It is increasing. Then 2011 958. It is still higher, increasing. That means what? Sex ratio is showing a positive increase in Assam. So prelims का statement based question के लिए this kind of statements you should be clear. Is the sex ratio of Assam increasing or decreasing or constant? So the answer is sex ratio of Assam is increasing. It is good. Okay. But if you look at the child sex ratio 0 to 6 year, instead of increasing, it is decreasing. From 975, 965, it has come down to 962. So there is a little bit of concern. Now look at the sex ratio for the last 120 years, we can say. How is the sex ratio? From 1901, that means 120 years ago, now we are in 24. You see, sex ratio began to fall for whatever reason, till about 1960. From 1960, sex ratio is positively going up. Okay, so that is the shape what you get. So therefore I told you, now the sex ratio is actually going up. It is positive, it is increasing, and it is good sign. Okay, so these things therefore for prelims preparation you just have to just keep in mind for your preparation. Now another important thing I want to introduce you, those who are preparing seriously for prelims this year, you look at this one. What do we call the National Family Health Survey? The National Family Health Survey, the latest one is this one, number 5. It is conducted by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, right? Now, इनका जो survey है, उस survey में we have a different sex ratio and which is very high. तो exam में कुछ भी आएगा, so you have to prepare both. Now, if you look at here, the National Family Health Survey में what is the sex ratio? They have given this one, 1012. What is the sex ratio of Assam according to National Family Health Survey? It is 1012. Earlier we said census mean 958, but here there are more girls, 1012 girls. I mean 12 girls are more compared to 1000 boys. Understand? So this kind of data कभी कभी एग्जाम में आपको प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू में पूछे का चांसेस है. The next one, when we talk about population of a state, is the literacy rate, right? So what is the literacy rate? This question came earlier also in some exams conducted by APSC only, not the normal APSC. I think research assistant or something, they asked this question, what is the literacy rate of Assam? Okay, so if you look at it here, literacy rate, Assam ka latest literacy rate we have here, that is 72.19. that is the census 2011 ka, the last census ka data. But what is the problem here is the male female literacy. Female literacy here is 66%, whereas the male ka literacy rate is 77%. What does it show? That male has more literacy than the female. Okay, but total literacy is same like India, 672%. Okay, but again, according to the National Family Health Survey, according to the National Family Health Survey, the latest one, what is the literacy rate, male and female? According to their report, according to their report, the literacy rate according to them, female ka literacy is 77%. Okay, so I will just show you their literacy rate. So let's look at I will look at this one. So what is the literacy rate? So if you look at the National Family Health Survey, that is the latest one, number 5, the literacy, that is the women who are literate, that I told you 77.2% as per the latest one. Same way, if you look at men who are literate in percentage, they have given 84. So female literacy is 77% and male literacy is 84% as per the National Family Health Survey number 5. So when we are preparing for prelims type of exam, I am telling you, in the previous year many questions have come like this, objective type, मतलब typically prelims type of question. आजकल trend क्या है? They give you statement and ask you the statement is right or wrong. So if you look at it here, male literacy is more than female literacy. Another point you remember, urban literacy is greater than rural literacy. Okay, in Assam, whether it's a male or female, urban area has more, rural area has less, according to the National Family Health Survey. But if you look at the normal literacy rate also, you find the more or less same thing, that literacy rate for male is more, female is less, but total literacy in census Assam and India were more or less same. So these are the basic small little topics that we discussed for today. I will again continue the Assam part of economy. Next time we will discuss the human development, poverty, unemployment and other related topics of Assam. Okay, till then you study, you revise and keep following our classes. Thank you.